You're watching The Edward Fowler Show. Now, here's your host, Edward Fowler.
Good evening and welcome to another episode here of my show. And tonight I'm thankful to be joined by a great lead vocalist and singer for a fantastic group. And it's a pleasure having you on this evening. Please welcome from the band Sevi. Welcome to my show tonight. I will let you pronounce yourself because I'm not going to attempt to try and pronounce it because I know I'm going to get it completely wrong. So that's why I have not done that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Hi, everyone who's watching now. So it's a pleasure.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for sending the invite this evening, and thank you for your patience with me there as well. But I mean, how is everything going for you at the moment? How is 2024 treating yourself and the group?
We're pretty excited because we're about to start our Genesis tour to present our new album and to travel around here in Bulgaria and Europe as well. We are starting from next week with the first shows here, and then we have full summer and fall with gigs all around. So we're pretty excited, and we are rehearsing a lot. So yeah, we're getting ready to tour.
Good. Glad to hear. And how is the rehearsing going as well? I bet it's been quite frantic to make sure it's on point. I mean, there's no hiccups when you guys get going on the upcoming tour.
It's good. Everything is fine. We had some changes in the crew, so we're loaded with energy now with the new guys, the new drummer Peter, the new guitarist Stone Angel. So yeah, we're having fun rehearsing together, knowing each other better now as a new team. So, and I'm sure that fans will love the new guys as well. We already had one show to present the guys this year.
Yeah.
Here in Sofia, and presenting the new video together, World That Doesn't Fit. So yeah, everything is going well on schedule.
Good, glad to hear, and I can't wait to see how they all gel as well with yourself and the new members you mentioned as well. And I'm sure the fans will love it and will brace you guys with the new music as well.
Yes.
Tell me about, your careers, because I know you've you used to be a solo singer and now you are part of this great group. Was it quite an easy change at first, or was it quite hard to get used to? Or
well, I think that my solo career was quite short. I mean, it was just something that I wanted to try. And then I met the bass player Raleigh, and I found the person that could hear my ideas the way that I could hear them in my head. And we started to work together and to create arrangements and songs. And we'd end up thinking about creating a band so that we would be able to show all this music in front of people. We started as a 6-piece band, then 5, and eventually we're 4 now. So there have been a lot of changes during the years, a lot of searching ourselves and our way to express music the best way we wanted. And I think that we grew up a lot during all these 14 years that we are together. We worked with different guys during the years, different guitarists, drummers, piano players, and I'm thankful to everyone who has been part of Sevi because they all helped us to create the face of Sevi and the sound of Sevi that is today. And yeah, it wasn't easy. It's not easy to make original music nowadays, especially if you're an unsigned band or something. And we had a lot of struggle, a lot of work to do to be successful, and we are still going. We still have many things to learn on the way, but I think that we are on the right path now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't believe it. You mentioned 14 years of you guys. That's gone. Yeah. And I bet for you, I guess. I bet for you though, it flew by. I bet, hasn't it?
Sorry.
I'm just saying. After 14 years, it probably just flew by for you guys. I bet.
I hope one day.
time flies when you're having fun as well, and it's you got all these incredible moments and memories. Maybe not all great, maybe some sad as well, but I mean that's a long journey to keep going, and you got a loyal fan base as well. And if we mention, you mentioned briefly about going on tour this year, you've also got that new album as well, which we can advertise right now here on the show. Genesis, what can the fans of yours can expect from this new album of yours?
For sure, this album was accepted
Yeah.
really good from the fans, and that really makes me happy because I think that this album really gathers a long time of thoughts, of feelings, of emotions. It's been 3 years since we started to work on it, and it gathers all this period of COVID thing, all these changes in the world that we are all facing now. So I believe that it's really mature and different album from all the work that we did before. And I'm pretty excited about the tour, and for sure we will play all the songs from the album on this tour, plus some of the best songs from our former albums. And yeah, there are quite a lot of gigs coming up, also featuring gigs with our friends Johnny Joel and his band Hardline. We have a couple of duets together, so we're planning a couple of shows in here in Bulgaria as well, plus a show in Switzerland, in Sweden next year. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and I'm really, really excited about all this.
Good to hear. And as you mentioned about the upcoming tour, you can see that on your screen. Again, I'll just take off that logo there. Of course, you're going to be touring, of course, in different places. You got Serbia, you got Italy on there as well. You mentioned Switzerland. You're even coming to England as well, and Wales and Scotland as well. It's quite good. You got a bit of a one location per continent, haven't you? Like you got Wales, you've got Scotland, and you've also got, of course, ending in Sweden, as you mentioned. So it's gonna be quite good and quite a variety. You're pretty much going to be everywhere over a course of a few weeks or so, aren't you?
Yeah, we hope to get more gigs during the tour, and to add more gigs. Sorry,
Good.
so yeah, more to come.
Good to hear. And how are you preparing for that? Because of course, when you're not used to doing it every single day, and then trying to do it across many weeks and months in a tour, how do you prep yourself for your vocals?
Well, like you said in the beginning, it's been 14 years, so we've
Yes.
learned many lessons. And already we know how to prepare for a tour. Of course, it's not easy. Sometimes you get sick or you're just tired. But when I go up on stage and I see all the faces, all the people, I'm always okay, always loaded with the energy from people. I remember 2 years ago we were on tour with Jeff Tate from Queensryche
Yeah.
in Germany, and we traveled in a tour bus. It was quite challenging because I was sick all the time,
Oh.
and there had been 5 or 6 shows in a row. But like I said, when I go up on stage, it's like it's another me that comes up, and it's no problem at all.
It means
I hope will be okay, and I really hope that it will be fun for
yeah.
everybody.
No, I'm sure it will be, and I don't want any any sickness happening for you guys or anything like that. But I mean, as I was going to say, it means 1 minute you could be puking in the morning, and next minute, that same night, you could be performing 100%, giving it your all, and then as soon as you go off stage, you could be puking again.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my God. It's not easy being a rock
No, it's
musician.
certainly not. A lot of hard work and dedication goes into it, and it's good to see that. And when you guys, of course, first began 14 years ago, what was the aim for you guys for getting your message across to the fans? And do you think now, 14 years later, do you think that message is more important than ever?
For sure, at the beginning, maybe we were dreaming bigger, like, every new band wants to be on the biggest stages to
Yeah.
tour all around the world and stuff. And I think that with the years, we grew up a lot mentally, emotionally. and our lyrics, our messages are getting stronger and deeper, on my opinion. And I think that we have more and more to tell, to talk about with people. Right from the beginning, we wanted to create original music and to spread our own message about the way we feel, about the things that we feel are important. And we almost never did covers because we really wanted to be us on stage and to give our own message. And I think that we are doing a good job, and seeing the people from all over the world that are accepting our messages and are feeling the same way and keep writing how they feel and how our music helped them in some point, that makes me really happy. And if if you manage to help one person on the earth with your music, help him pass through some difficult moments or stuff, then you're okay, you're fine, you're doing a good job.
Exactly, and you bring, and your group brings motivation. You bring upbringing. You bring uplifting music, and it's great to see that. And I'm glad that people are able to reach out to you and say thank you so much for creating this piece of music that's really helped me in my darkest moments or in my greatest moments as well. So it goes either way, doesn't it?
We've married a lot of people.
There you go. There you go. See the magic of music. And the magic of you guys. There you go. So I mean, going back to 14 years ago. So next year is your 15th anniversary, I guess, isn't it? Next year. So 15 years, 2025 next year. So let's think, right? Okay, so 10 years ago would be in 2015. Then 5 years before that was 2010. So you've been around for what, since 2010, then, haven't you?
Sorry, I couldn't hear the last one.
I'm just saying you've been around for about since 2010, haven't you? You guys.
Yeah.
So here's a fact for you. You might feel a bit old now, but when you guys formed, I was 11.
Oh my God! Why did you say that? Now I feel even older.
Yes. So I was 11 when you guys formed. So now I feel quite old because I'm now 25. So it does tell you that like take nothing for granted, and I'm glad that you guys are still here pumping out music, new original music, which is great to see. And when as well, when you guys starting to get lots of feedback from your own country and from other countries nearby, did you ever thought you would reach people across the world, or even imagine even being able to perform in these incredible places?
I'm sorry, I lost connection again. Could you repeat the last question? I'm sorry about that.
No, you're fine. I was just saying, when you guys, set out and you were getting a lot of feedback from your fans in your own country, but then able to expand to other nearby countries, did you ever thought that one day you will get to perform in a completely different country on the other side of the world?
Well, we always aimed big and we always dreamed. And since we are singing in English, I think that our messages were easier to be understood overseas.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm not sure that we had any expectations. We just wanted to do our job the best way we can and to spread the message and to be honest in our music. So the rest is history.
Fair enough. And let's talk about briefly as well, because it's a great why not. Let's talk about everything to do with you guys, and you've also got this new single, "Words That Doesn't Fit." Great title for this single as well. Where did you come up for the title for this particular track?
Well, this is one of my favorite songs ever because I wrote it in the middle of the night. It was 2 or 3 a.m. or something.
Wow.
I was alone at home with the piano, thinking about life, about what we've done to this world that we live in. I just thought just came, and the song was so naturally born that it couldn't be better. And then Raleigh helped me with the arrangement and the drums and everything. And I think the strongest thing about this song is that it's so honest. And every day I read comments in YouTube, and people are feeling the same way all over the world. I mean, we are getting more connected and more connected by all kinds of gadgets and internet and stuff, but we are so alone at the same time. And I really hope that going forward with technology and everything that this world is going through, I hope that we won't forget the human in all this picture, because this is important to save the human.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that the song speaks by itself, and it's really maybe one of our strongest singles so far. It really flew up like that. People are constantly watching and sharing all around. So I'm really thankful for the support. And when your message is accepted and understood, you couldn't be more happy as a musician or artist as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely, because you've hit the nail on the nail there, because of the fact that you're able to put a piece of music which you really feel and were motivated about making, and then seeing what the feedback is from that as well, and that other people are reacting the same way you were when you were creating that piece of music. And I can't believe that you did it during the night as well. Like most of us are sleeping at the time of the night, and here's you on your piano making your next big hit.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that. There was a picture somewhere on internet with all these dark buildings and one single window with the light, and it said artist. Like we never you never know.
It's been like New York. It's been like New York. It's the city where never sleeps. It's like you never sleep at all. You're always thinking of what you can do next to top the next single or next album, whatever it may be. But great story. I love that. And I got to say as well, because when you create a new album or when you do your first ever single, it's like, how do you top that? So is there more goals you want to complete?
Well, every time it's different story. I mean, I never sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna write a song now. It's always the inspiration comes first. And for this album, yeah, of course, we always have schedules because there is a woman in the band, so schedule everything. But when it comes to inspiration and writing music, it's not something that you can do like chopping your banana or something. So you have to be in the mood.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that we still have the inspiration, the inner feeling of creating music. We don't feel tired or sum up with ideas. And I'm grateful and thankful for the new guys that come to the band. So I'm sure that we'll create some new music together soon. But now I'm still in the mood of the new album and still inspired by all these new songs, and I can't wait to share them live with more and more people this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did lose you there for a few seconds or two, but I could hear everything you've said. It just that you just froze. So I thought I lost you for a second then, and I go down as I enjoyed that conversation. I got to mention as well, I do like the background you've got up behind you. I'm liking it. It's very rocky as well, because again, if you're not familiar with this group, they are quite a rocky band and good at rock and roll, so it really fits that atmosphere. By the way, that's what I'm getting from your background. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I just want to throw that out there.
Well, it was not, but yeah, this is part of my vocal cabin. I have something like a home studio because I want to be prepared every time I have a crazy idea or new vocal. And for example, when we work on a new song, it's the first vocal always that I usually leave in the mix and mastering after that, because it has that special energy that I can never repeat after that. So I want to have the opportunity to record at home every time I have a crazy idea. So
no, I do like it, and I don't know if that is what is over there, but to me, it looks very metally and steely, like a cage. I don't know if that's what it is behind you. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting. That's the feel I'm getting just by watching the background there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I got to mention as well because you've got this great tour across Europe. Is there any other venues you would love to perform in the over the next year or so?
I really hope that we could get to Austria, to Germany again, Portugal, whatever. I mean, there's so many beautiful places on earth that we could play. So we are open and to the future, and we hope that we could tour more and more. And I'm surprised how many fans we have overseas. So it will be really amazing to go to Australia, to South America, whatever. Canada.
Good, good. And I'm glad you got. I'm glad that you guys are growing rapidly in those continents that you mentioned there as well. Just cool to see. So hopefully you get to go over there and experience their cultures and get to play some live music for them as well. But if you were able to give somebody a recommendation who maybe, because you've been all over Europe and many other places, and you probably have some beautiful destinations, and if somebody was watching or listening to this today, where would you give them a recommendation of or to visit?
First thing I got into my mind for sure is Switzerland. We were joking with Johnny Gioeli that you could die there. I mean, it's so beautiful. And we had a concert in the legendary Z7 Hall. It's an amazing place, and we're going to play there again this year. I can't wait because it's really beautiful. And Switzerland is really beautiful. It's like a postcard when you look around. And of course, I would recommend you guys to come to visit Bulgaria because it's a really beautiful place with beautiful nature, and most of all, amazing rock audience. They're always warm, always ready to rock, and supportive to the artists. So you should come and visit our special Bulgaria.
Good. There we go. That's a good recommendation. I got mentioned it. So would you say that are the Bulgarians better rockers than the English, would you say, than the UK, in your opinion?
Well, it will be our first tour in England, so
right.
We are really excited, and
yes.
we can't wait.
Well, I'm hoping we can outclass the Bulgarians when it comes to rocking.
I'm sure you will.
But we'll have to be back on the show in the future to see how you compare. You could be honest as you like. You could say Bulgaria is a lot better than we are, but I'm hoping we might surprise you.
Thank you so much. I've been once to London a couple of years ago,
yeah.
and I have really good memories.
Good.
And I want to go there again. This time we'll visit Bilston, we'll visit Wales, and we have Scotland Winter Storm Festival in November. So yeah, we can wait, and I'm sure it will be amazing.
Will you be doing any I guess sightseeing as well in Wales and Scotland, for instance, and picking up some local?
So. Yeah, I hope so. We have 1 or 2 days travel days, so I hope that we'll be able to see something around, or maybe a castle in Scotland. We'll see.
And you might pick up some of the lingo as well of the Welsh and the Scottish language, maybe.
Hey, wow, why not? It's a good idea.
Yeah, well, you can add that to your resume, then, and you can say, I can speak Welsh, I can speak Scottish, so when I come back here again, I could perform in Scottish or in Welsh, for instance. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah, that will be cool. We have some surprises prepared for the Scottish Festival, but I won't tell now.
Good teaser.
You should come.
Good teaser. I like the teaser, and I guess the only place you'd be able to find out what those surprises are on the social media. So feel free to tell everybody right now where they can find you guys on social media.
We are almost everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Pandora, whatever, TikTok. So, and of course our official website, seviband.com. So you can write us if you want to order some special merchandise or physical copies of our albums. You can always write through our website, and we'll be happy to respond and to ship. a CD for our t-shirt, or just join our shows during the tour, and we'll be happy to see you guys. Thanks to everyone for the support.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't wait to see what the reaction is to the tour when you come over here. And I can't wait. I'm sure it'll be a blast. I'm going to be hyped. And I bet when you come back from the tour, like, oh, I want to do it again. I want to come back to the UK. So we can't wait until that happens as well, when it happens.
Yeah, I'm really excited, also because it will be the month of my birthday, and I love November, so I can't wait to come to UK.
Good. Well, I wish you a very early happy birthday to you. And my birthday was 2 days ago. So there we go.
Birthday to you, though, then.
Thank you.
So,
I got to mention, though, as well, because is there anybody you would love to collaborate with in the future?
well, if I can choose,
You can choose as many people you like. You don't have to be one person.
Miles Kennedy. I love his voice. I mean, I wouldn't say no to a duet. But to make a small teaser,
Yes.
speaking of collaborations, we are working on another duet with Johnny Jewelli, and it will be presented as a radio single and maybe on YouTube really, really soon. And it's a cover song. The idea was it was Johnny's idea.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that everybody will love the track. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. I love the teasers. See, this is what the show's brought to you for, because this is a great place for gossip and for teasers. That's what I like, and that's what we're going to give you today. Before we let you go, by the way, when it was announced that I was interested in having you guys on the show today, did you do any research on me or of the show or anything like that before accepting?
Yeah, I've checked some of your interviews, and you're pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
I've subscribed to your channel, so thank you so much
Thank you.
for having me. It was a pure pleasure, and I hope to see you in England really soon.
Yes, absolutely, and I'm glad you subscribed, and I'm glad I lived up to your expectations of tonight. You know, I was a few minutes late. I do apologize for that, but I got to say one more plug for you guys, because of course, number one is, of course, you can check out that new single of theirs, World That Doesn't Fit, as well, on all the platforms that they mentioned before. Also, as well, the new album called Genesis as well. Check that out. So they'll be performing apparently all the songs, as you said before, on the tour. So it's worth to check it out beforehand to get up all the lyrics before they come out, and you can sing along live when they perform it in person for you. And as well, here is again last look at the upcoming tour, where you can find them on your again in your town or city, as they say, and you go all over Europe as well. It starts in, I think it's in the end of end of June, as I says there, and then it finishes, as you say, in December or early next year, actually January.
Next year, yeah, we have January 25, 24 in Sweden. So yeah, it will be a long tour.
Yeah, and I'm sure you enjoy it, and we will have to be back on the show after the tour to see how it went and anything like that. If you be down for coming on for part 2, I guess, of our conversation.
Perfect. I'll be happy to share all the emotions that were on the tour. So hopefully see you next year for an
Yeah, that's absolutely. And maybe you might have some more teasers or maybe new projects as well in between of your touring.
Yeah, and why not? We can gather all the band and chat with you, not only me. So it will be a pleasure.
Quite cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. I look forward to that. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. But before we let you go, though, I got to mention that there'll be a clip coming out of this on my social media, and I will tag yourself and the group, obviously, the band on social media, and feel free to share it. And also, as well, you'll be able to now watch this show here on YouTube, or you can now listen to the show on YouTube Music as well, which is great to see. So now on every major platform, just like my guest Sevi band is as well, on every single platform. Check them out. Check out their music. Come and see them live, because you won't regret it. And if you've never seen them live before, you will become an instant fan after seeing them live, for sure.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And if you enjoyed the episode, smash that like button, share the video around, tell everybody to check them out because you will not be regretting not to do so. And if you've got a future question you want me to ask, leave it in the comments below, and I'll make sure to ask that question to my guest again in the near future. And until the next episode as well, make sure to smash that subscribe button. We've got over 243 subscribers right now, and we've got some more great guests coming up over the next coming weeks. But until the next episode, whatever it might be, enjoy the rest of your evening or afternoon.